Hey everyone, are you ready to be a detective and solve a giant ancient mystery with me? We're gonna find out exactly how a fossil is made. It's gonna be awesome, so let's get started.
Okay, just imagine this. You're in a huge museum, you turn a corner and bam, there's a massive T-Rex skeleton staring down at you. So cool, right? But have you ever really thought about it? How did those bones get here? From a real, live dinosaur millions of years ago, all the way to this museum? Well, that is the exact mystery we're going to crack today.
All right, every good detective needs clues, and our first clue is this word, fossil. So what even is a fossil? It's basically a saved piece of the past. It's the leftover bit of a plant or an animal that lived a long time ago. Think of it like a secret message from a time machine.
Now here's the tricky part. Not everything can become a fossil. An animal has soft, squishy parts, like its skin and muscles, and it has hard parts, like bones, teeth, and shells. Well, all that squishy stuff rots away pretty fast. But the hard parts? Oh yeah, they can stick around for a very long time. And that's why most fossils we find are bones, teeth, or cool shells.
Okay, we need a plan for our investigation. Here it is, our 4-step fossil detective journey. Number 1, an animal dies. Number 2, it gets buried under layers of stuff. Number 3, it turns to stone. And number 4, it's finally found. This is going to be a trip through time, so let's go.
All right, let's jump into our time machine for step 1. Whoosh! We're going back millions of years. Look over there. A dinosaur is by a river. It's had a long life and now it's taking its final rest. This is the very first moment in our fossil's amazing story.
Now for step 2, and this part is super important and has to happen fast. The dinosaur's body needs to get buried, and I mean right away. See how the river washes mud and sand over it? It's like being tucked in under a muddy blanket. This is crucial because it protects the bones from getting eaten or just washed away.
So how long does it stay buried? Well, it takes a very long nap. We're talking millions of years. That's way older than your grandparents and even their grandparents' grandparents. It's an incredibly long time to be sleeping deep under the ground.
And now for my favorite part, step 3. This is where the real magic happens. While our dinosaur is on its super long nap, something amazing is going on. Very slowly, its bones start to turn into rock.
So how in the world does a bone turn into a rock? Well, all the water flowing underground is full of tiny little bits of rock called minerals. You could call it rock juice. This water soaks into all the tiny little holes in the bones, and over millions of years, the minerals build up and take the place of the bone, creating a perfect, super hard rock copy. How cool is that?
Whoa, look at us go, detectives! Let's check our list. An animal dies? Check. Gets buried under layers? Check. Turns to stone? Double check. We are so close to solving this. Just one more step.
Okay, on to the final step. How does it get found? Well, after all of that time, the world up on the surface changes. Wind and rain start to wear away all those layers of rock and dirt that were on top. It's kind of like the Earth is slowly unwrapping a giant ancient present, bringing our fossil closer and closer to the top.
And who's out there searching for these ancient presents? A paleontologist. I know, it's a big word, but it just means a real-life fossil detective. These are the amazing scientists who travel the world searching for clues about life long ago.
And then, one day, a paleontologist spots it, a little piece of bone sticking out of a rock. They get their special tools and carefully brush away all the dirt, and there it is. The fossil is finally discovered. Its millions of years-long journey is over. We did it. Mystery solved.
Yes, we figured it out. But hang on a minute. Does this mean all fossils are just bones that turned into stone? What do you think?
Nope, not at all. There are all sorts of fossils. The ones we've been talking about, the bones and teeth, are called body fossils. But there are also trace fossils. Those are clues left behind, like a dinosaur footprint that turned to stone. And you're not going to believe this one, even dinosaur poo can become a fossil. It's true. Scientists call it a coprolite. There are also impression fossils, which are like a perfect stamp of a leaf or a fish left in the rock.
So you see, every single one of these fossils is like a tiny time machine. Each one tells a different story. They give us a little peek into a world from millions of years ago, a world before there were any people. It's how we learn the amazing history of our planet.
And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? The next time you're playing outside, just think about all the layers of rock and history right under your feet. What amazing fossils, what ancient secrets are still buried down there, just waiting for a detective like you to discover them one day.